What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee from Champions Chat, and this is your preview for the chase character of the Winter of Wonder 2 two-month-long MLC, Giovani Vinci, The Equalizer. You can see right here, he is a modern era technician, defensive. He doesn't currently have any links or additional gear, but if I were betting, I would say there's probably an Imperium link coming. Trainer ability at 26k, moves that cause bleed damage will do 65% more bleed damage, and black moves start with 2 more MP. So an awesome addition to the bleed trainer roster, especially tagging in that black move up. Here's how we're going to run him. First move set is triple green. The springboard crossbody, which does damage and increases your green gem damage. And if your opponent is a powerhouse, it will deal additional damage and increase your green MP by 4. The middle move, the rolling fireman's carry slam. It's going to deal some damage. It's going to put a 6x1 area to snowfall gems, and everything below it is going to turn into green gems. And to break those, you're going to use your elevated power bomb, which is going to do some damage, and then choose 10 gems to make yellow. So to take advantage of this moveset, you have one of two ways to go. You do the green gem damage buffs or the green move damage. I'm going to show you with the green move damage. So we're going to start with Steel to do additional MP, plus Bailey, who's given you 2 more additional MP, and then her green move damage deals 100% more, plus R-Truth for 20% more, and Ivar, who we're going to beat up on the road, who does an additional 10% more green move damage. So to take advantage of that, we're going to use a strap here that's just got 40% all move damage, Double Fury 2, plus some additional green move damage on the metals. And on the plate, I recommend the Scimitars of the Sheik, so that whenever you activate a green move, you're going to increase your green move damage by 100%. So, interesting moveset. Let's see how it does on the road against Ivar, because this moveset is both green gem and green move. Obviously, you can buff the green gems, and the percent buff that it gives you, that 140%, adds an additional hit. But we're going to look at what the move damage does. But quick note, the elevated power bomb. Unless you're facing a powerhouse, it will not start loaded turn 1. I just have 1 MP for tour perks, so this is pretty close to a feud-ready build. You can see the other 2 moves are pretty nice and loaded. That one will not. But when facing a powerhouse, as we are, you're going to get all of your moves going turn 1. So we just did 2 million damage. We've got another million damage right here from the snowfall move. We're going to place it. That's going to break most of the board into snowfalls. And then you've got an additional 2.5 million damage from the finisher. So all said and done, you're getting into that 7 to 10 million damage range just on the moves. Plus, you're going to turn almost the entire board green. It's going to do about another 2.5 million. Yeah, 2.3 million reduced. So turn 1, this move set with move damage base is right around that 10 million mark. I don't know what that popcorn is coming out of his hand. That's awesome. Let's take a look at another move set. All right, actually, before we go into the other move set, I want to show you this with Double Fury 2 instead of Double Takedown 2. So it's the same basic setup, except for my Takedown 2s are gone. Fury 2's on there instead. Let's just see specifically how the gem damage stacks up. Move damage, you'll notice, hasn't taken too big of a hit. 2.2 down from 2.5. What I really want us to see is this right here. What is the gem damage if you change into Furies? And we're hitting for 3.9. 3.9. So does seem like gem damage is possibly the way to go. And especially if you've got a metal that'll allow you to have Fury 2 and 200% green move damage, that is going to be the ticket. All right, let's look at his other moveset. All right, the second moveset we're going to run is going to be triple yellow. We're going to start on the bottom with the rear seated chin lock. That's your submission, 36 random submission gems, 286,000 damage for 3 turns, but remaining are going to turn into immobile. That's our key right here, actually, because your middle move here is the Imperial Bomb. Deal 187,787 damage plus 69,480 bonus for every immobile gem. And finally, the Spine Buster, which is going to deal damage and replenish your yellow MP, basically. So this moveset self-reloads as it goes, and you're doing damage per immobile gem. So your trainers, you're going to start with Kofi so that you have yellow moves ready to go. You're going to also then add the new Ludwig Kaiser, who's doing immobile gems give 100% more damage, plus 1 more yellow MP. We've got Eddie Guerrero Showboat for 50% more immobile gem damage. And then I've got Acro Liv. Mine is not max trainer. Notice that 6737 would be 12K at her max. Couple variations. You want as many immobile gems on the board as possible. So you could theoretically reduce the sub turns. You'll get more immobile on the board. You're just going to give up the damage. Same strap we had before, so it's a move damage strap, not doing anything additionally, but I did put on those Fury 2s instead, so you can see we're getting a little bit extra out of it. The plate doesn't matter for this move set. So let's take a look at his triple yellow build against Ivar. All right, we're back up against Ivar. Same opponent. Moves are going to be loaded turn 1 in a lot of cases. I only have 1 MP boost right now on perks, so this is fairly close. So we're going to launch the seated rear chin lock. We're going to hope he breaks as little of those gems as absolutely possible, because everyone left on the board helps us out. Yeah, he did. Actually, that wasn't too awful bad here. So let's go ahead and hit the damage. It's up to 180,000 for every immobile gem. In tests, this hits about 4-ish million. Yeah, 3.6 million plus the damage. And then you hit your move right here. You're going to immediately reload the submission, and then you're going to just start this move set over again. So about 4.5 million every cycle, plus flawless relaunch on your sub, and that just about does it. So that's the second move set. Let me talk to you about one more thing before we go. All right, there are 2 moves I didn't show you here. The sleeper hold, which is a blue submission, generate 42 random submission gems, do 304,000 damage for 3 turns, and the remaining turn into botch. And it goes with its other blue move, which deals 182,000 damage, and choose 1 gem to make into a 2-turn juggernaut that will deal 134 bonus damage for every botch gem on each countdown, and increase your blue MP by 7. So I tried this out a couple different ways, including using Streaker Goldberg, and it hits really hard. The problem is it doesn't recycle at all. I can't find another move in here that really makes sense to go with it. Maybe the finisher, the green finisher right here, just to break some gems. But the problem is, once you hit it once, it's got a good hit, but not good enough to take down a 6-star, especially 6-star silver. And then once you go again, you're going to overwrite your juggernaut gems, almost guaranteed. So the recycling just isn't there. If there was a move that maybe like broke all of those botch gems, so that it cleared the board and you could start over and it reloaded, that would be good. So maybe this moveset will make sense in the 7-star meta when they add a 3rd blue move. But right now, it doesn't quite make sense. All right, so let's have Rusty and I talk about this and finish up the video. What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee and Rusty from Champions Chat, and this is your after party. I don't know what we're going to call these yet on Giovani Vinci, the Enforcer, your chase character. So, Rusty, I got to do the preview on this one. You got to do the one on Ludwig. What questions have you got for me?
Where's my jacket? Because it's cold outside. We're here in the snow during the Winter of Wonder 2-month-long
Wow.
test. Lee actually lives in the snow. So for me, this is probably as cold as it's going to get in South Carolina. What was
That's
your question?
right. No, I said, what questions do you have for me
Oh,
about the Chase character since I
yeah,
did that preview? Yeah.
I've got some great questions for you. First of all, what did your initial impressions of this is our Chase character, the one we're working so hard to
Yeah.
get this week. So what was your uh initial thoughts?
So my initial thoughts, both him and Ludwig seem to do really well, especially against powerhouses, and that's definitely true here. His triple green move set is really going to be the go-to when you're fighting powerhouse. When you're not fighting powerhouse, his full move set doesn't, or the finisher doesn't get started. What I find most interesting with the triple green, I just mentioned it in the preview that you just watched, is it's both move and gem damage based. So you can buff the move damage up pretty high. But you can also buff the green. So I tried it with Takedown 2 and I tried it with Fury 2, and both were pretty good. I think the Fury 2, the gem damage based, is the better way to go. And then you've also got the triple yellow, which is very sub and very control, which, if you think about what these characters are about, they're technicians. They should be about controlling the powerhouse, especially, and that seems to
Mm,
be where he shines. I like it. I think he's a good chase character.
that's right. And he's the Equalizer is his nickname. And so he is
Oh, that's right.
obviously he's
Equalizers.
taking down
Okay.
to the mat the big powerhouses. And I think from what you're explaining, it sounds like that really is the theme of this month. There's going to be some sort of boost to technicians, and we're going to see some of the maybe even colors and move sets of powerhouses be diminished, maybe for feud perks and showdown perks. Hey Lee, what was your favorite move set when you ran it? I guess I'm sure you did a few, right?
Yeah, the triple green I think is by far my favorite with it. He's going to be your favorite boss battle word right there because it percentage buffs the green gems and it hits a 6x1 snowfall area. So functionally, all but that last row is going to
Oh
blow
yeah.
up and turn green. So
Ooh.
lots of green damage, lots of uses for color stip, for boss battle, for maybe we got to start thinking in what would they do with extreme rules matches. If you have to break green, he's going to be right there at the top of who you've got. And a similar comparison would be, you think back to your Dominic Mysterio zombie, also makes most of the board green. But the biggest thing with him here is there's not a countdown miss that's going to happen. Like, you're
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
hit
yeah,
this
yeah.
move set. It's just a matter of if it's turn one, if you're facing powerhouse, or not if you're not. That's all.
You feel like he had any blind spots, any Achilles heel?
Well, I think for both of these characters, the added two moves for the other move set that doesn't quite get incorporated, or at least we didn't. I know a couple of the other content creators haven't yet figured what exactly those are going to be doing. It just, those two blue moves on him don't really fit. They seem like, if they hit one turn, they do really good, and then after that, at least for mine, they were just overriding each other, and it just wasn't working. So maybe when they add a third blue move at 7-star, those are going to come into
Don't
factor,
even
but we're two
start.
years
Don't
out. So
let's
year and a
not
half.
let's not start talking about a 7-star meta yet, right? Hopefully it could be something, maybe it's something as cool as a tag link or a plate that we haven't seen yet, right? Couldn't it be, maybe it's something that's
Yeah.
going to help fill in the gap, maybe together? Wouldn't that be incredible if
Yeah.
both superstars had something that filled in that missing recycle link?
Yep. Yep. And then his triple yellow flawlessly recycles. It's just more control based. So for those who are wanting it to be turn one right away, it's not that. But you're going to have a really hard time losing with him. So that's good.
Mm. I need all the help I can get to get those cheap wins. So I love it. Hey, was there what do you think? This is the question that I always ask is like, what made this superstar fun? What was just fun
Mm.
about him?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I just enjoy the way that they've got this set up. I think that the moves make sense for the character. So the way they've got him all technician, the way they should be really sub based, you've got technically the ability to do double subs and stuff, although it doesn't play together that way. I mean, you just have a move set for each kind of style. And we've talked about this before. We're in the versatility meta. Everything goes in terms of you got to be thinking, okay, how will this work for this mode? How will this work for this mode? And I can see with this character, there's going to be different modes that he's really going to excel at. So there's situational moves where he's just really going to shine even more. And I think that's going to be fun. I enjoy it.
That's really cool. Anything else you want to say, kind of in closing remarks? I'm sure we're going to be rewatching that preview a few times, but what do you want us to really take away from this and remember as we go out about the Equalizer, Giovanni Vinci?
Thank you for
He's
saying
Italian, right? So it's like
that's right.
that's probably a terrible Italian accent, but
That's what we're known for, not just Italian. Anyway, yeah, no, I think this is going to be a character worth chasing. I think that there's going to be some who wish maybe he was more turn one, but I don't think that's the meta he's playing to. And I think once you understand kind of how he plays and kind of use him in those, he fits in some pretty neat slots to accomplish some things in what I believe will be a powerful role coming up in some of these Extreme Rules matches, boss battles, and I think he'll do pretty good in feud and tours as well for sure. So I enjoyed him, and I hope you guys enjoy him too.
well, the chase is on, right? We are looking forward to having the opportunity to win this 2-month long contest and get our hands on the Equalizer, Giovanni Vinci.
PNC. Well, it is an honor to be content creators officially for Scopely and here for you guys. We hope you find this helpful. Share it with your faction, like, share, subscribe to the channel, and just remember, you are loved, you matter, and you're never alone. And it's an honor to smash gyms alongside you. Bye.